Morning viewers out there, you're welcome to this segment of our program. The program is AM Cafe, and this is the guest segment. Today on the program, we are hosting a woman, and a woman of substance, I would say. And Joy,
Absolutely.
how do you feel having a woman by your side?
Of course. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Okay.
And when you read out everything is going to read, you will know that, of course, women are getting there. We are getting there.
The woman is engineer Mrs. Lara Odemi. She's a school owner, an entrepreneur, a farmer. And just let me stop at this. I heard that she's a construction engineer. So it's our pleasure welcoming Mrs. Lara Odemi to our studio this morning.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, viewers at home.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Women all over seem to have some constraints in getting some things done in that society. And I know it's not that they are not probing. It's the male counterparts. I must say that. If you look at the number of people we have around, let's say politics, because we are discussing women in politics.
Right.
If you look at the number of people in it, we'll say the percentage ratio. Men are more than the number of women we have participating. What is keeping the women down?
There are so many factors. But I would just like to discuss few.
Let's go ahead.
Of it. Number one of it is our custom.
Custom?
Gender stereotype.
Okay.
The society sort of, they feel that women, they seems to arrogate certain functions to women. Childbearing, housework, and then they seems to fully give leadership
to men.
So because of that, women that may want to go out for one political post or the other, most of the time, they feel somehow because of the kind of attitude of the society. Number one, then the financial incapability. We all know that politics all over the world is
money
intensive.
Okay.
And the kind of wherewithal women doesn't have it. It's only men that have that kind of money. So financial incapability is actually drawing so many women back.
But if I may ask you,
right?
Many of the men that are into it, they approach their banks. What stops women from approaching their banks?
All right. Most of the time, like I said, societal factor, we always hear it's ugly.
It's ugly, okay?
When they approach them, they seem to, okay, these are the properties that I want to use as collateral, these are this and that. Most of the time, women from their fathers, they don't have this, all this. And when they start building themselves too, and then women, we are a bit wiser. We think ahead of future. So most of the time, those risks, we don't normally want to delve into it, unlike male that will do. And then most of the time, this thing is just like RNG. Men, they know how they do it within themselves. It's okay, I will sponsor you, I can give you this money. But when women, when they come out, they have this negative attitude. That's what? How? So financial incapability. And then gender.
You like holding your money, you don't want that money to go.
It is not. It is because men are not ready to sponsor women. Men are
what
not
of
ready
women
to
not sponsoring women?
That is why. That is what we are now advocating. So
that women should come to support women.
We will now stop voting for men.
We
want to start that now. Gender-based voting. That's what we are saying now. Gender-based voting. Support only men that are ready to give us that
support. Okay.
Yes, now. So
give and take.
Those men that do not want to see women as work in progress,
okay,
then we will not vote for. After all, we are in majority. and then we can still pull
That's
our
why I'm
children. We
pleading.
can still pull our children to ourselves too. We can still be able to convince some of our husbands.
But don't forget, you don't have the children all alone.
No,
Their fathers are there.
We have always been their friends. Don't go there.
Ah.
We have always been their friends. So,
I can see Joy is happy.
yes, so that's one too. And then destructive jealous from fellow women too. Some that are very bold to come out. You see people insinuating so many things about them. People that are women, their fellow women that are not bold enough to come out. You will see them saying all sorts of things, biased, unbiased, biased rumor. You see it about them.
Unfounded.
Yes, you see it's about them too. That one too is actually bringing them. Kofi Annan said, study after study, I've shown that there is no form of empowerment that is effective except women empowerment.
There are no form of empowerment
that is
effective
no tool of development that is effective except
women empowerment. Okay.
No tool for development. There is no tool. They have done study after study, and it has shows that there is no tool of development except empowering
women.
When you empower women, like we used to say, empowering women, it simply means you are empowering a nation. Yes, because we think ahead. Our own is multi. Most of the time, men, you face only a direction, but women, we think in a very diverse ways. That is why if you establish one business for a woman, you can see her while making profit from it. She can diversify. She can diversify into some other areas.
That is one area I want us to go.
All right.
Because if you are in the office with a woman, right, you are colleagues. Okay. You are doing your job as a male officer.
All right.
The woman is doing her job as a male officer. While at that desk, the woman is asking, who is going to the market? Oh, I need a Congo of melon. Who will be going to the market to help me buy a lubosa?
Okay.
Do you understand? In some instances, they start sending money to their friends outside. Please help me. Men will not bother about that. Oh. From the door, you see a woman dropping her bag.
I'm moving straight to the kitchen. We are talking about responsible women here. Excuse me.
Putting the gas on, the electric stove.
Before putting off, there is everything.
So I want to look at all those energetic, sensible activity, and if women should come into politics with that kind of strength.
Bringing all those, that's what I'm saying. You know, women in policy, most of the time they initiate policies that directly affect families,
affect the family,
affect children, affect women, like in the area of childbirth, reducing mortality rates, family planning, all those stuff. They initiate those policies, and then again, if we have many women in politics too, they try as much as possible to initiate policies that has to do with education.
We have quite a number of new people in the affairs, top echelon there. Why can't they start this move? I remember when we started the agitation for gender equality.
Mrs. Ruth Abo,
yes,
the president of the Association of Women in Trade and Agriculture, she said women should start creating more movements so that the men can know that giving women appointments.
Okay.
Because if we are to go through election, we can't have even up to 15% of women in
the assembly.
Yes.
Okay.
But she now said we need to create more women movements that will now sensitize women that it is their rights. They are not doing us favor. After all, it is women that will go out to go and campaign for them. during the campaign rally, you will see mostly
women.
It is women that will sing their song for them, that will turn the whole arena to a party that will energize the place. But when it is time to share it, they will give them commissioner for women affairs. It is even because men, they cannot occupy that. If they cannot occupy it, they will still drag it.
They can change the name.
Yeah, so they will give them maybe just three out of it.
If we say commissioner for home affairs, when we say home affairs, man can occupy.
We have 36 states in Nigeria, and just once down Etiaba, that mama in Anambra
State.
Yes, when Peter Obi then had problems,
was impeached.
So mama
Etiaba
was governor, the first and the only female governor in Nigeria, Anambra State.
Yeah.
Then, and it was just for 6 months.
Okay, Joel, take over from here.
A great one. So, bringing everything that you have said, understanding that you have a huge space in agriculture, a huge space in even engineering, as it is, a huge space in reaching out life as a owner of a school. Now, how have women been able to fill those spaces? We know that from the scratch, the country, the nation, our culture, African as a whole, has not given voices to women. So we just started doing that. It's obvious now that women are in tech, women are in economic, women are in so many departments. But why is it that there is still so much restriction to women in politics? Now, why is it that we are not using those tactics that we are using to fill other spaces? Why are we not using it
in politics? Okay.
To some extent, like I said, that the African culture is actually not being fair.
Women?
Yes, to the female gender. They place limit on us. While growing up, when you are performing exceedingly well in school, they refer to you as daughter of so. You are daughter of somebody. No identity. So, when you now become a grown-up, and you are now achieving, they still call you the wife of so.
Okay.
So African culture never really give us our own identity.
Yeah, but
it is even now that we are creating movements, female movements, women movements here and there.
How would you want it to have been done to have done?
That is part of that gender equality.
Okay.
That is one of the main purpose of gender equality.
Absolutely.
So
my concern now.
Men, okay. I can never see myself as being inferior to any man.
You, all
not
right.
me.
And
women are not
inferior in any way.
Women are not in any way inferior. We are even superior to men. Can they carry pregnancy?
I know, right?
I can do artificial insemination to have baby now.
I know, right?
If they try artificial insemination, after forming the baby, where will they put the baby?
Absolutely.
We are superior. They seem to be. We seem not to know. I'm answering you, sir. We seem not to know how big
we have. We don't know our capacity.
Yes, even God, the way He even made us, He has blessed us in so many ways. But now,
don't forget you are formed from the man's hammer.
Men said they are superior to us. Says who? In my 26 years of being married, I maintain respect to my husband. But when there are times, when there are issues, whereby I need to make my stance known, I stamp my foot.
And it builds the home. Yes. It brings, that's the point.
So I don't see myself as a second fiddle to any man. Forget your classroom, your educational status, whatever you have. I don't see myself as being inferior to you. Women are never inferior. That's why we keep advocating gender equality. And this is part of what is driving women away from politics. It is men-dominated area in Nigeria, because in Rwanda it is 50-50.
Actually.
Yes.
Rwanda?
It's 50-50. Now,
Okay.
even women, they have more than 50% now.
Okay.
So it is still here that our men are still, doing this domineering. This,
Yeah.
But yes. So it is part of this that they make women feel. You know, at times they assault women. It may not even be physical assault. What about verbal assault, sexual harassment? People that you think they will mentor you in politics. What about asking you, I don't want to take you home to bed, this and that, sexual harassment, verbal assault, all sort of injustice. Reason most women are drawing back. Reason some of them are not going. But now, I think we are getting our voices now.
Absolutely.
And we know we have our rights and we can stand by it. Although media is not helping the issues.
Why is media not helping the issue?
We are discussing this matter here now.
I'm going to be factual.
We are discussing it here.
I'm going to be factual.
Go ahead, ma.
Because they give wide coverage to men in politics. But they give very little coverage. If you see women now that is contesting for one post, they will rather be following that of that male. Thank God for social media now. That is giving us some platform.
Let me say.
Don't you think it's the parts?
Joy, let's look at it this way.
Right.
In a space of 10 participants,
All right.
we say we have 9 male.
Male. All right.
So definitely, if you are going to attend to anybody at all, it is going to be ratio 1 to 9.
And then at the end of the day, guess what? Out of those
the media.
Out of those 9, they will still has one way or the other. They will still have that woman to step down for one of them. Anyway, the media is focusing attention, too much attention,
on me.
too much coverage.
Okay.
Yes.
It's because of the number. I'm not saying that. It's not that.
You are talking about the ratio. Yes. We agree. But don't forget.
We cannot be inviting those that are not contesting.
That is why we are even now saying that female for female. Men should vote for men.
No, I said you should not do that.
Oh.
Let's start the agitation
How
first.
can we do it?
How?
How?
No, what you are saying now,
35, they said
2023 is around the corner.
Yes.
Yes.
Not even till now. We're
The
still having
35%
around 17.
2023 is around.
It's still not in
2023 is around the corner. We're going to have the presidential and other set of elections.
Yes.
Now, if you say male for male, female for male, for female, how are we going to do that? Who's going to vote
They
for?
present their manifestos. From their manifestos, any presidential.
That's all going already.
Any presidential aspirant that is ready to give the 35%.
Affirmation to women.
Yes, now any presidential aspirant that sees women as equal to men, any presidential aspirant that is ready to hear our voices and hearken to our requests, then we go for such a
candidate.
I'm not going to mention anybody because I am not a member of any
political party.
So I'm not going to mention any party. But anyone, I think there is one that is trying.
Okay, what you are saying here is women should look into the pedigree of all the candidates
and what
their
they have to
manifestos,
offer.
what they
and
have to
ask
offer.
them what they have to offer for women for.
And probably, even if it means they have to sign like women. You know, men, especially our politicians here in Nigeria.
What
Yes,
about
I
them?
can back that up. I mean, while President Muhammadu Buhari was campaigning in
They don't keep the
2019,
promises.
he said that he is going to make sure that the participation of women hikes up to 40%. And with what we are seeing now, women are not even holding 6%, and it promises 40%. So with what you have said, that they don't keep to promises, we might as well hold them on that.
Because of this medium, I will try as much as possible.
To cop some of the things you would say.
Yes, to be diplomatic. The president has always been promising. He has always been a promising president. But I don't want to talk. You understand? He has always been a promising.
No, it's going to be part of the advocate.
Now, 8 years. He has been promising and he keeps promising. Forget, don't
Only
mind.
3 months to go.
Don't mind His Excellency. Look, out of 109 senators, we have nine women.
That's
109.
absolutely disturbing.
109.
We have 9. The 9 on top.
9. on then you can now
This
imagine.
this morning.
You can now imagine women campaigning for the rest 100.
100.
Women voting for the rest 100.
A very quick one.
Don't mind their
I want us to get solutions.
Okay.
I mean, you have younger ones, we have little ones, and I believe that we can start from the roots. I mean, we see so many people starting from presidential candidates contesting and all of that, but starting from the roots will go a long way. Grassroots level, wards and all of that. Now, looking at universities, even women, I mean ladies in universities, seeing them joining governing boards in school. These are some of the things that empowers the men. And we also have to encourage our ladies to make use of this. But unfortunately, so far, you'll see that even the SUG presidents, most of them are male. And you just see the female already fixed themselves to being the vice president of SUG unions, which is so sad. And that's still what we have even in the governorship, even for the person you mentioned, the Adamawa governor. In the governorship elections and all of that, you see them saying, oh, just deputy governor, oh, just vice president, oh, just, So what's your advice for them? Looking at the fact that you have a top-notch hand in other
Let us answer the question.
Our policies, protocols, and the quota system.
Yeah, the quota system
is actually favoring men.
Absolutely.
And when we want to come up, indigenship, they are using it against women. Like me, I'm from Ondo State.
But your husband is...
My husband is from Osun. I've been here living with them now for almost 30 years.
Wow, beautiful.
Tomorrow now, if I want to contest, he will tell me to go back to Ondo. That is why I said...
We don't do that here.
Protocols. The
policies, the
quota system. Yeah. And this indigenship is actually negatively affecting numbers of and performances of
women
in political
because of time is almost over.
Those females, those younger females, that's why we are now agitating that we want to have many women, you understand, in the mainstream of politics. That will motivate the upcoming generation.
Okay. Right. No, because of our time here, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3 ways to go.
Right.
Just tell us. Now, 2023 arrangement and all activities concluded. Right. We have the candidates already. But had another 4 years. That will take us to 2027. Right. How are we going to get prepared? How are we going to have more women in politics ahead of 2077?
Most of the time, you don't get what belongs to you by just sitting down.
That's it.
What belongs to you, you have to go
ask for it.
Yes, you have to go out all for
so
it.
Number 1 is women asking for.
Yes.
Okay.
We should form more women movements.
2.
Women should support
women. 3.
Yes. And then number 3, funding 2. Women should try as much as possible, seek mentorship, seek funding from well-established people that are ready
to support them.
Yes. And then women bodies too should try as much as possible.
I think a political party said
come together.
Women are to collect form for free.
Thank you. When they collect form for free, then they will now ask them to step down for the male, for the American company that paid for the form.
They would ask them to step
collect
down
the form very well. And then when
you
collect the form, you will see camera beaming on you. All of them, they will carry the news that he has collected the form, and they will do form fair. They will give her drum. She will dance, and then before you know it, they will start calling her to various caucus meetings, and then they will tell her,
you have to stand down.
We are going to pay. We are going to triple your form money for you. After all, if we don't support you, we not say. So eventually, so that thing is just as if
you mentioned 4 things to do.
And collect food, and you are using the other hand to collect it back. So they are not doing those anything. Okay. And then when they say don't pay money to collect form, don't do this. Men, and when they give appointments to women, they should not see it as goodwill, as if they are doing us any favor.
Giving, dashing.
It is our right.
Yes.
I'm not the one that are campaigning for them.
I was at a campaign grant some days back, and I saw, if I rate the ratio now, it's about 7 to 3 women.
How?
No, the women, the number of women.
Yes.
Make it 9 to 2. Even those that are men that will come, most of them, when it is time for maybe president or governor to talk, that's when they will leave where they are and run to the place after this thing. But women, they will have been there since morning,
dancing, singing, and all of that.
Calling one another, going about. No, so it is not.
We will have to invite you one more time, and you just threw a challenge to us now that we are not giving enough attention to women participating in politics. We're going to do more of this, and I want to appeal to our male politicians to please listen and attend to what the women are saying. We don't have more time. The time is almost off now, and we appreciate you for coming, Ma. We say a very big thank you to you.
Thank you so much.
And to all our women out there, please, let's come out. If nobody gives you your rights in your bedroom,
no,
you must come out to ask for it.
Yes.
So, anything that me says, Lara or Debbie, we thank you for coming this morning.
Thanks
we appreciate you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
So, viewers, until some other time, when we shall be coming your way again for another edition of this program, we say have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.